My name is Enrica Beaujour. I've been working at Canada Post for 18 years.
My name is Guillaume Brodeur, and I've been working as a letter carrier in Montreal for 10 years. I love being a letter carrier, the interactions with the customers.
Going to work was a lot of fun. I loved walking, the contact with customers, to know where I was going, what time I would finish. It pays the bills.
Because I start early, at 6:30 in the morning, I can really enjoy my family life in the evenings. Right now, I have a family life. I can pick up my children at 4 when school ends.
So about 2 years ago, they decided that we wouldn't deliver on foot anymore and that we'd have community mailboxes instead. So the first impact, we lost 9 co-workers.
At the Uville station where I work, we operate the old way. You start and finish early. But in June 2018, the Postal Transformation will be launched, and not many people in the office are happy about it. When the announcement of the Postal Transformation was made, people became depressed.
Before, we used to have some periods when the volume was higher, like at Christmas, and we expected that. Now it happens all the time.
Night vision.
With the Postal Transformation, I see too many people, too many letter carriers who no longer have a family life with their children.
People are discouraged. People are demoralized.
Because of the modern post office, as they call it, I see my kids much less. When we get off, sometimes at 7, 8, or even 9 at night, especially in the winter. When I get home, I cuddle with them and put them to bed, and that's pretty much it.
That's also worse. We get off later, so I'm lucky to be there for their bedtime if I don't miss them altogether.
It's worse. I spend just under a half an hour with my kid in the morning. And then in the evening, if I can go pick her up at the daycare, which isn't often the case, I feed her and put her to bed unless she's already in bed when I get there.
And when I see my sisters that I know, who have children and work in the darkness at 5:30, 6 p.m. with a headlamp, knowing that they have children breaks my heart to see that. I never want to have to go through this, but I'm afraid that this will be my case in a few months.
It's worse. We see each other much less now since Postal Transformation started.
Worse because I'm tired. I'm not often home, and I'm not there for supper.
I've totally cut down on my sports that I did with my wife before. Well, it's impossible due to my work hours.
What life? I don't have a life anymore, in the sense that I know what time I start, but I don't know what time I'll finish. My mother lives 6 minutes from the post office. Every night I'm supposed to stop by. I have to postpone because my day ends later than planned.
Yes, Postal Transformation is giving us more stress and anxiety. We get a lot of pressure from our supervisors.
Worse, the stress has increased.
Worse, very high, especially the anxiety.
It's worse because my workload is bigger. I have more stops and more packages to deliver.
They're pushing us. There are a lot of injuries, there's a lot of stress, people talking about burnout, there's depression.
I'm at a time in my life where I'm considering whether I should have a family or not. For sure, this is still on my mind, but I see parents who run around. I look at situations. I try to imagine what it would be like if I had a baby, how I would make it work.
This is one of my biggest fears for the future. With the postal transformation, I see too many people, too many letter carriers who no longer have a family life with their children.
They think I'm a bad mom. Because I'm never there.
When I saw the video,
Mom, I told you about that. Oh, shoot, forgot about this. The event or whatever.
when the sister was saying she wouldn't be able to see her children when she came home after work, my co-workers say the same thing.
I'm confident that if all the unionized members stand together and show solidarity, we can trigger changes. Last year, in my office in Uville, where I currently work, we managed to kill a reorganization by showing solidarity. We forced the employer to redo what was badly done.
I told myself, if I've decided to get involved at different levels, it's because I think that I could make a difference. And one day we'll start our shift at a certain time, and we'll know when it ends.
But for that to happen, we had to stand together and put tremendous pressure on management. Because we made a lot of noise and stood together, we forced important people in Ottawa to listen to us. And that's how we won.
My name is Julie Marcoux. I've been a letter carrier for 7 years.
My name is Sylvain Barbeau. I've worked 11 years as a letter carrier.
My name is Julie Richard. I've worked at Canada Post for 11 years as a letter carrier.
My name is Guillaume Brodeur. I've been a letter carrier for 10 years.
My name is Enrica Beaujour. I've worked at Canada Post for 18 years.